So here's what not to do. Don't do this, or this, or this.
Okay, that was super dramatic. Let's get started.
Today I'm sharing with you my top 4 tips on how to look more professional and feel more confident on your next video conference meeting. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first video. My name is Bronya and I'm a public speaking coach. And for all the best tips and advice on public speaking and presenting, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, hit the bell to be notified every time I post a new video. That being said, let's jump into it. So most of us are not strangers to using video calls. We've done it in the past, we've FaceTimed friends, we've Skyped relatives, but getting on a video conference call with your boss from your bedroom during a global pandemic, now that's something that not a lot of us are used to. So it's not just about looking good, it's about looking professional so that you feel confident, so that you can focus on the task at hand and present yourself in the best possible way. So let's start with the basics. Tip number 1, find your light. Now, you may be thinking that this is super basic. I mean, if you're going to have a conversation with someone, then obviously they need to see you, and for that you need light. But you'd be surprised how many people get this one wrong and they end up looking pretty rough. So it's best to start with the lighting because this will dictate where you'll be sitting throughout your meeting. As goes with all public speaking and presenting, preparation is key, and the same goes for your video call. The more you prepare yourself and the situation around you pre-call, the more confident you'll feel, the more you'll be able to show up in a professional way, and you'll be looking your finest self. The best light you could possibly have is natural light. So open those curtains and shades and make sure your computer is situated facing the light so that your face is evenly lit with gorgeous natural light. And if you normally work from your desktop computer in your home office, then consider taking the call on your laptop or your tablet or even your phone. They have great cameras, and just walk around the house with your phone or laptop trying to find a good spot with great natural light. But if the natural light situation where you are is not that great, or maybe the weather is just being super crappy, or maybe even you're taking some evening calls and there's no natural light, obviously, then that's absolutely fine. Just grab a lamp from anywhere in your house and just make sure to put that behind your laptop or computer so that the light from the lamp is shining directly at your face, and you'll find that you'll just instantly look much better. But if you really don't want to be schlepping lamps around the house and walking around with your laptop trying to find the natural light, and you think you may be working from home for the foreseeable future, then it might be useful for you to buy a ring light. They're relatively inexpensive and you can buy a small and compact one and just have the setup in your office. And here's a cool tip. If you have a smart TV and you have a YouTube app, so just search a video with a plain white background and stick your laptop in front of it on the coffee table, sit down on your couch, and you got yourself a great source of light. Now, in terms of light you want to avoid, in general, try to stay out of the shadows and avoid fluorescent lighting, you know, the kind they have in office buildings or in supermarkets, although I don't think you're going to be taking your video call from a supermarket, but just in case, avoid being lit from the top, for example, like a spotlight, because that can cast shadows just under your eyes and it's not a good look. And of course, never turn your back on the light. I know this may sound super basic, but I have seen people being interviewed on TV through video call and they are sitting with their backs to the light and they are completely blacked out. So make sure that this isn't you. Also make sure that you adjust the lighting on your device that you'll be working on, whether it's your laptop or your desktop. Sometimes if the lighting is too bright from the screen, then it can wash out your face. So just make sure that you adjust it so you're evenly lit. Tip number 2. Find your angle. And by that, I don't necessarily mean finding the most flattering angle for your face. I mean, obviously that's very important and we'll get to that. But what I mean is that since video is the primary way that we're connecting with people these days, then it's important to keep the most important rule when connecting with people and communicating with them, which is maintaining eye contact. And by eye contact, I don't mean this. This is checking yourself out, and there's a time to do that, and it's before the call and not during. What I mean is this. Direct your eyes directly to the camera lens and consider that eye contact. at least for now. A good way to achieve this is by setting up your device so that it's eye level and that you can look directly at the lens. Angles you should avoid. Avoid filming from below. That is not a good look unless you want to showcase your neck, your chins, or your nostrils. So set your laptop on some books or a stool, or use a higher table, anything that will raise your device so that it's directly opposite your eyes and that you're able to look directly at the lens. You also don't want to be looking up at your camera. And if you're taking the call from your phone, then you could just set it up in a tripod. They come super cheap and you could just set it up on any surface and you're good to go. Look just like the one I have right here. Make sure that you're sitting comfortably and that you're sitting with good posture. It will make you look more confident, more professional. You can grab yourself a cup of coffee, have a bottle of water by your side, and you're good to go. Now that you've set everything up and you've found your light and you've found your angle, test your video before you jump on that call. You want to show up already looking your best and not adjusting the brightness on your computer and your lighting and fixing your hair. So Zoom has an option to preview your call before you enter the meeting. So select the option and you'll be able to check yourself out before the call starts and make sure that you're happy with what you see. Tip number 3, set up the space. And when I say space, I mean this. That is all you need to concern yourself with for the purpose of this call. So if your house looks like a natural disaster has struck, that doesn't matter. All you need to worry about is the space directly behind you. So say if you're sitting in your bedroom and you have a pile of laundry behind you on your bed, you just take that pile of laundry and dump it somewhere else. And if the situation is really extreme, then you could always use one of Zoom's virtual backgrounds to completely mask out anything that is going on behind you. Of course, if it's a professional call, then try to keep it on the professional side. Tip number 4, hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Now, when working at home, it can be kind of unmotivating to put a lot of effort into your hair, makeup, and your clothes, especially now since we're not going out and seeing people. So if you're still in your pajamas and you've got to hop on a video call in 5 minutes with your boss, then no worries, because like I said before, the only thing you really need to worry about is this frame over here. So it doesn't matter, stay in your pajama trousers and just stick on a t-shirt or any old plain solid t-shirt. And if you want to be really fancy, you can stick on a blazer and it will make you instantly look more professional. In terms of things to avoid, then try stay away from patterns or crazy prints because sometimes that cannot look so great on camera. In general, I think you should stick to these rules. Just try to be comfortable, don't go over the top, and just try to look put together. And if you really can't be bothered getting dressed, then girl, just put on a bra. When it comes to makeup, I say do what you normally do when you would come into the office. On one hand, you don't want to go over the top with a full-on face of makeup. On the other hand, you don't want to look like you just rolled out of bed. So for me, I like to keep it fresh with a thin layer of foundation, or if I really can't be bothered doing that, then I just put on some lipstick for a pop of color. When it comes to your hair, all you have to worry about is the part that's directly framing and surrounding your face. So for me, it's the bangs. Just scrape my hair back into a nice low bun, fix those bangs, and I'm good to go. I'm curious about where you guys take your video calls from. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I promised to throw in 3 bonus tips, so here goes. Number 1, and you'd be surprised how many people do not do this. Wipe the lenses of your device. You've put in so much effort to show up to this call, to look good, only to have your lens dirty and grimy, and this is not a good look. Tip number 2, if your meeting was planned in advance, then be sure to notify everyone else in the house that you're going to go on a video call, tell them the amount of time that it is estimated to take, and that you cannot be disturbed. Tip number 3, don't forget to smile. Bring the energy, light up that meeting. I mean, you can show up to your meeting and give your presentation like this. Or you can give it like this. If I'm smiling, you're smiling, and that's always a good thing. So let's quickly summarize everything that we've been through. Find your light, find your angle, set up your space, and prepare your hair, makeup, and wardrobe. As with all things public speaking, the more you prepare yourself and the situation around you, the more confident you'll feel, the more professional you'll look, and you'll be the video conference rock star. So now that you know how to look amazing on video conference calls, what about when this whole work from home thing is over and we're back to giving presentations face to face? Exactly for this reason, I prepared for you the ultimate presentation guide checklist, and I've linked it down below in the description. So make sure you snag yourself a copy. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where all the juicy behind the scenes stuff happen. I've linked it down also in the description below. I hope these tips were helpful for you. If they were, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, show me some love. This is my first video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.